It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Nets in Brooklyn. Looking at the Nets, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. Coming off a wild ride, Kenny, you've been involved in All-Star Weekend on a number of fronts. What did this break in the action mean to the players?
It's a good rest time, but you know what, Ernie, for me, at 1 year it wasn't, because I'm going to tell you, give me a stat. I'm going to see if you guys know. Shaq, only guy in All-Star history to participate in the dunk contest and the three-point contest on the same night.
It got to be you.
Kenny Smith.
You're looking at him, brother. That's right.
That's
on
awesome.
the same night,
awesome.
man.
That was the easiest answer we've ever had.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was wearing it out. Now, if I would have won both, that would have been a different story.
You know, for the players that are not there, this is time for them to get some rest. And for those who didn't attend, maybe you get some FOMO.
Some FOMO.
I have no idea what it means.
Frequent, often, massage, and Oreos.
Anybody in our studio audience know what FOMO is?
I have no idea.
E solo io so quante ne ho prese, ma tutto questo era un caso. Non era un gioco complicare, prima che l'occhio fosse un super trend. Andavo in centro per chiamare, da una cabina come Superman. Per me Milano era come New York, ci sedere a ragione di giorno. Ci torno adesso e ho penso che tutto questo era un caso.
Angelo Russell. What's up, man?
What's up, DJ?
Hey, they warned me about you, bruh.
Word?
Hey, you got any advice, one young buck to another?
Yeah, gotta get in that gym right away.
For real?
Yeah, for sure.
Like weights and stuff?
All of that, you know what I'm saying? Really, the weights is where it's at, 'cause you kind of look soft.
Hold up, bruh. I'm trying to find who you talking to.
Man, the eye test is really what gets you over the hump in this league, and you kind of, it's a little suspect right now.
No, you a little suspect
I'm just
right
helping
now.
you out. I'm just helping you out, that's all.
No. Focus on that game tonight.
All right, sure, we gonna see.
Yeah, we gonna see.
For sure.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. The Nets will look to their home court advantage. Just one game here in Brooklyn. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And it's in your DNA. You come up against a natural rival, you're going to be a little bit salty.
Yeah, some of the fellas will say, this is just like any other game, but the truth is, nah, it isn't.
And now, before we get to the tip-off, let's find out what Kenny Atkinson had to share with our David Aldridge. David.
Guys, you told me.
Thank you, David. And Chris, it must be fun for you watching 2 teams who look for a lot of their offense in the low block.
I mean, there's a real art to being on that low block. If you think about it, you can facilitate just like a point guard. All you have to do is just be dominant down there. When you do that, you'll cause a double team. Your height, your position where you're on the floor, you can see over other players, and you can find that open man. It's like playing the point guard, just from a different position.
So it's physical, but there is a lot of nuance to it as well, correct?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely physical. Much more physical than being out top of that in front of the key. But if you can handle it correctly, that means you have more space, you can be more efficient, use less dribbles, and also now with the way that players play and their skill set, they space the floor so much so it's harder for a player to get to you and help. And if a player does commit to you with that help, that means you can find an open man and make the defense pay.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. DJ out there with Levine, and it's Valentine in at the 3.
You can't let DJ get comfortable down on the block. He's superb at reading the defense and cashing in deep inside.
Russell kicks to Booker. Screened by Russell. From outside the arc. Again, Russell missing. Russell against Brown. First quarter, just over a minute played. And stolen by Booker. Russell against Brown. Russell passes to Kilpatrick. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the 3 ball the way they did.
Oh, no doubt. And when you're hitting a high percentage on the perimeter, everything becomes easier.
Now, here's DJ. He had 34 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Well, and his overall aggressiveness leads him to camping out in the lane. It's a no matter what you do type scenario.
Now Russell, after Lowry Markkanen misses from long range. Kicks to Carroll. From beyond the arc. Bean with the rebound.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
Now here's Brown. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
Well, the arms of Lopez going forever, which is why he's able to create for himself deep.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Levine kicks to Lopez. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Well, there's no quitting Lopez. Even when he's getting hammered, he finishes with this soft touch. Well, and Robin Lopez, the big piece that came to the Bulls in the Derrick Rose trade, he's always been a solid center. Plays solid defense on the block and isn't lost when it's stretched out. He does a good job of protecting the rim as well.
And that one misses. And with Robin Lopez, a very imposing player on the court, but he's also one of the more colorful characters, Chris, in the league. A very, very funny guy.
Well, I don't know what happened with him and mascots as a kid, but he's been taking his revenge out on them his whole career. He brings a great vibe to the locker room that helps with that team chemistry.
Now, here's DJ. Back to Levine. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Russell with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Here's Kilpatrick, guarded by Levine. 4 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 3rd rebound tonight. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. There's a screen. Brown kicks to Levine. Pass to Valentine. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's DJ missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside, Russell feeds it to Carroll. Booker is screen on Lopez. Passes it to Kilpatrick. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kilpatrick's got his first 3 points of the game.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Brown dishes to Lopez. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now Russell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's the screen. beyond the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Oh, just a brick wall of a screen. Knocks the defender out of the play.
Brown against Russell. Now here's Brown. He's guarded closer to the middle. The kick out to Lopez. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Such a wide open look. Markkanen's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Kilpatrick coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Booker with the screen for Russell to the paint. Layup off the pick. And Booker with the layup. Booker's got his first points of the night.
And you love how Russell keeps his eyes up. Rarely misses a guy when he's free.
The feed to Markkanen. Stolen by Allen. It's Carroll on the wing. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Booker the pass to Carroll. Back to Booker. It's deflected.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Now here's Valentine. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Lopez. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Well, and they played more than just a supporting role. I mean, without their points, it would have been tough to get that role win.
The Bulls making a switch here. Felicio's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Markkanen. Mirotic is checked in for Denzel Valentine. And Wells is subbed in for Levine. Now here's Cram. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. No good from outside. The Bulls leading by 7. And Chris, you played during an era against a team that many consider the greatest of all time. That 96 Chicago Bulls team with Jordan and Pippen and a great roster. Just thinking back to that team during that second three-peat. What was it like when you were going up against that Bulls team?
So tough to play against that team. Jordan, arguably the best player that's ever laced them up. And Pippen was so tough offensively and rebounding. Rodman as well on the boards. And then you had guys in a system that was, just really too much. It's hard to say. Of course, in my opinion, having played against them, they're the best team of all time. But Bill Russell once told me, ghosts can't play, so don't get caught up in comparing eras that you really can't prove it. So, yeah, of course they're the best of all time to me, but it's fun watching these young kids play today.
Shot to stop the run, and the shot no good, a bit short. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Brown, offensive rebound. Felicio, the layup off target.
Everyone in the building thought that one was going to go in, including me. That's just shocking he blew it.
Pass to Lynn, puts up a 3. Can't hit that one.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Lynn against Brown. Inside. Wells kicks to DJ. Another 3 for Chicago.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Nets trail by 15. Outside, Lynn. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Bulls.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Both free throws good from Lynn.
And over the course of the Nets franchise history, some interesting decisions. I mean, back in the 90s, they came very close to changing the team name to the Swamp Dragons. I think I'm just going to leave that one right there.
So, Greg, how close were the Nets to being the Swamp Dragons anyway?
Well, it needed a unanimous vote of all the teams to change it, but there was one vote against it. The Nets themselves voted against the change, and they had 7 owners who rotated voting duties, and the one on deck got cold feet.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Booker's checked in. Lynn kicks to Crabbe. Booker outside. Shot clock at 6. There's the pick from the arc. Allen Crabbe, and that's good. Crabbe's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Crabbe is especially good at making the right decision. I mean, in the pick and roll, he knows how to score in these sets.
The pass to Wells. Brown against Land. Dishes to Wells. Mirotic the screen. Off the pick. The shot by Wells, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the jump shot of Crabbe is as reliable as it gets. A high arcing shot looking so good every time.
Pass to Portis. Here's Brown. That's good from 17 feet away. DJ's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
No good on that last second attempt there. What a performance for DJ. He's been the story for the Chicago Bulls. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful.
I wasn't sure, if my career.
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lynn has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lynn.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
They've got Trevor Booker. Crabbe is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's LeVert in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He scored 34 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got him on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball at his greatest.
Now, here is Mirotic. To the inside. And DJ gets it to go on the assist from Mirotic. And 11 points for DJ.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Lynn the pass to LeVert. Here's the screen. In the corner, it's Lynn. Bangs home the trifecta. Lynn's got 7 points in the game.
Well, when the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg, they wanted him to revamp the offense. Hasn't exactly gone to plan as the Bulls have struggled on the offense under Hoiberg. However, the team has stayed competitive.
And that one is good. And that's 13 points for DJ.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
Booker with the screen for Lynn. He feeds it to Booker. Passes to LeVert. Swiped away. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you got to love the energy of Well. When he's deep inside, he's tremendous at drawing contact.
And Chris, so many of us involved with the NBA, either as broadcasters or players, had a moment where they just knew that this was the game for us. Did you ever have that moment? And if so, Chris, when did you fall in love with the game of basketball?
Wow, that's a great question, Kev. You know what? I have so many signature moments in my life that continually made me fall in love. I don't know if there's just one. You know, I remember, for instance, Isaiah Thomas, after he won the All-Star game, I believe it was like 86, 87, and after he had his mom come up and his mom did the interview with him, and I was there with my mom, and I remember thinking to myself, man, that would be a cool moment. Or watching Magic Johnson hoist up a championship because he was from Michigan, and I had followed his career the whole time, and so watching him win a championship. Or how about those great Magic Johnson, Larry Bird commercials back when they got out the limo and were looking at each other, you know, that type of stuff. So, man, so many great moments, man. I can't pick one, but there's so many great moments.
Great moments indeed. Here's Brown after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Brown, good. DJ's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, when DJ gets a few to drop, you know he's in the zone. Gotta like watching him find his rhythm.
Russell dishes to Booker. Pass to Kilpatrick. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Brown against Russell. It's Brown with the drive. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for Brooklyn.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks from 3-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter.
The first free throw is good.
Well, I like the attitude of DJ. He's a quiet player who makes his presence felt on both ends of the court.
And he can't hit the second. And the Nets adding their own G League affiliate, the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, and the Nets franchise originally, remember, based in Long Island. So nice to have that homecoming. And, of course, with young talent development, so critical for this Nets organization. Having that minor league team in close proximity, very valuable.
And stolen by Russell. Here's Carroll, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And the athleticism always been NBA caliber. Carroll showing it off there with the finish.
Markkanen sets the pick for Brown. To the paint. Tries to save it. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
The defense had nothing to do with that.
And so we conclude the first half. Bulls lead by 11. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, you have scored very efficiently in the first half, so what has the mindset been?
Well, you know, I've tried to stay aggressive when I have the ball and not to get baited into taking a bad shot. You know, as long as I keep attacking and not settling for the bad looks, then I'll be effective on the offensive end. You know, we have a great offense, you know, as a team, and I'm just trying to do my part within it.
Well, you guys are working together, and it's paid dividends so far. Thanks. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Zach LaVine is out there with Brown, and it's Valentine in at the small forward position. And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the miss by DJ, and Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Outside, Russell. The Nets working the ball around now. Allen, a screen on Brown. Here's Russell. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
LaVine kicks to DJ. Shot from 12. Booker pulls it in. Nets trail by 11. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Oh, DJ is used to getting knocked around while shooting. Remarkable composure. Still finds a way to sink that shot.
For Chicago, they have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Now, here is Russell. He has 6. They set the pick. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And for D'Angelo Russell, the former number 2 overall pick in 2015 out of Ohio State. Craig, in your opinion, what makes him so special as a prospect?
I think it's all about his skill level. I mean, the league loves players who can handle, pass, and shoot. And he can do all 3 at an elite level. And he's not just a stationary shooter. He can hit pull-ups, a very good in-between game as well. Let's just see if he can continue his maturation process.
Nets trail by 12. And the pass to Kilpatrick. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Brown against Russell. DJ passes to Lopez. That one, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And this, the first of 3 games these 2 teams will play against one another this season.
Now here's Allen. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
They haven't been able to get their legs under them since coming out of the locker room. 0 for 4 to start the half. He isn't getting it to fall from outside during this half after recording a 3 during the first.
Kilpatrick passes to Russell, and the lead is down inside single digits. Russell's got 11.
And whether on or off ball, Russell really knows how to work off screens.
Lopez a screen. DJ dishes to Lopez. The shot's good. Brown making the play. He's got 12.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Nets trail by 11. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And Chris, the Sacramento teams who are on were so good at passing at every position. Just what is needed to build a kind of offense that does pass the ball like that, that's as fluid as that?
Well, 2 things. You have to have the offensive system, and then I think you have to have players with the skill set. You can't really be a good passer if you're not a good scorer, because everybody's just going to stay back off of you and deny their man. But when you're a pretty good scorer, everyone has to watch you just as much as they watch their man, because you're just as much of a threat with the ball as you are passing. So I would say there we had guys that really could move the ball, that really could shoot the ball, so they were a threat. And all they had to do was be kind of a decoy. Pump fake, attack the basket, draw another guy, and then pass it to a guy that's willing to shoot. Unselfishness is a big trait, too, that you have to have. Guys that like seeing their teammates score, guys that enjoy seeing their other players get involved into the game. That's really important.
Wow, what a great breakdown.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Crab's checked in for Allen. Now, here is Russell. He's got 11. Crab kicks to Booker. Lets it go. Rebound by the Bulls.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Kilpatrick after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Here's Valentine, and the jam by Valentine.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
Russell with a wide open look, connects from three-point range. Russell's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And here is Brown, 19 points in the game. Markkanen sets the pick for Valentine. Brown outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
To the paint, here's Markkanen. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Nets trail by 16. Carroll with a screen on Brown. Now here's Carroll. He has 7. Kilpatrick passes to Booker. Over Lopez. No good from Booker. The Bulls leading by 16. Brown with it. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Down low, Markkanen, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 16.
And staying aggressive on offense. Markkanen's always looking to score the basketball. This guy has really become a refined scorer.
Here's Kilpatrick, 8 points for him.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
Lets it fly from 18. And it's Brown missing.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
Here's Kilpatrick. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
DJ dishes to Lopez. Comes up empty down low.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Russell against Brown. The dish to Crab. They set the pick. A baseline J. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Lopez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And a wide open look for DJ. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. DJ's got 6 points in the quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Crab. D right on him. He got right to the cup using that screen. Crab's got 7 points.
Crab is very fast. He excels at bursting into the lane and scoring at the rim.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Well, Chris, we know that there are a lot of trash talkers out there in the NBA. Did you ever talk a lot of trash on the floor or do anything else to try and get an opponent's attention away from the game, get in an opponent's head?
I used to love talking, man. It kept you focused. If you talk, it means you have to back it up the next play. You can also get in the player's head, get them thinking about themselves individually. And if I get you thinking about yourself, I've already won because now you're not thinking about the team. But I tell you what, some of the best trash talkers I've ever played against, Larry Bird, Gary Payton, Rick Mahorn. Those guys talk the best trash ever, and I definitely can't repeat anything any of those guys said. But it's all out of love. It's all out of fun. And I don't remember, very honestly, anything anyone has ever said to me because it was all so outlandish, so crazy, so funny that you just let it go after the game.
Oh, that's good. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. There's the pick. Pass to LeVert. Shoots the three. Back to Lynn. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Now, here's DJ. 22 points for him. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Lynn's running. And Booker kicks to Lynn. They shoot again. Felicio with a rebound. Felicio's got his third rebound tonight. Portis, the pass to DJ. From outside, off the mark. Nets trail by 20. There's Lynn with the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Lynn's got 12.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's Brown. Rebounded by the Nets.
He's trying to help him add to this lead, but he just can't find his touch.
A nice shot by LeVert.
I've got to like seeing Crabbe move the ball, a capable passer who makes smart decisions.
Lynn against Brown. There's the pick. Passes it to Felicio. And stolen by Booker. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. There's LeVert. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Wells. The Nets have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
First one falls for him. And the Nets making a change here. Allen's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Bulls leading by 13. Brown outside. Another shot. Felicio with the bucket. Felicio's got 5 points now this quarter.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Keep it simple, know yourself, and that's how he gets his minutes. He doesn't stop battling for rebounds even when the score is lopsided. He knows his role.
The Bulls have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. First free throw is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And he makes both free throws. Nets trail by 17. Outside, Lynn. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
You have to respect the concentration level of Lynn there. Just doesn't get rattled on his shot when the D whacks it.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Keep competing, guys. Keep competing. Hey, we made the extra pass all quarter. Great job. Great job. Keep that movement out there. All right, keep attacking, guys. Every time we get into the paint, something good's happening.
Fred Hoiberg smelling blood. Loves what they've been able to do offensively around the rim.
Yeah, I think they found a weakness in the D. Want to keep pounding on it and at least until some kind of adjustment is made by the opponent.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. We've got LeVert. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Alan Crabb. Then there's Allen. And it's Lynn in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Now Crabb. And here is Lynn. Allen outside. There's the screen. There's Crabb with the three. That one doesn't go. So the Bulls will take it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one. When you're open, DJ will find you. A team-first guy who plays well within the offense.
Well, the league has begun a program to crunch the numbers and learn how to reduce player injuries. It's just getting started, but Chris, exciting to think that we'd be able to cut down on that part of the game.
Oh, yeah. You're talking to a guy that suffered injuries most of my career. I'm glad that we have more information now as far as, looking on the bench. You have player tracking cameras, nutrition. You have more research and flexibility and strength, and so now it can all be measured. And as long as the player-doctor relationship is kept in privacy, I think it'll make a big difference.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
The intensity from DJ. He's superb at rising up and getting the D to foul him when he's looking to shoot.
Free throw good, DJ. And both free throws good for DJ. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Pass to LeVert. There's a good screen. Outside, Lynn. The pass to LeVert. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
It's Brown with the drive. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from 12. And the shot no good, a bit short. Nets trail by 17. Pass to LeVert. There's a good screen. With the teardrop, it's hauled in by the Bulls. Mirotic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Brown kicks to Portis. And good that time. And the Bulls lead by 19.
Look at the unselfishness of DJ right there. Always willing to give up the ball when one of his guys has a great look at the rim.
Feeds it to Crabb. Shoots from 12. Mirotic grabs the miss. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And
did you see that? Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's LeVert. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
After failing to be aggressive and look for a shot in the first half, you don't have to let him know this time. You don't have to remind him now. He is really taking this game over in the second.
Here's Brown. Some solid defense there from Lynn.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
Brown against Lynn. Here's Wells. Here's Portis, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking it.
Brown against Len. Here's the screen. Crab from long range. And the Nets, another three.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Markkanen comes in for Mirotic. Valentine's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Levine subbed in for Wells. Brown against Russell. Brown down low. Markkanen kicks to Valentine. Lopez a screen. Valentine dishes to Brown. Brooklyn with the rebound. Now here's Carroll. He kicks to Russell. Passes it to Kilpatrick. Booker a screen on Levine. Now the feed to Carroll. Pass to Kilpatrick. Lets the three fly. And the Nets, another three.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Brown against Russell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Chris, you look at the league right now. How different would you say it is from when you played? And if there are a lot of differences, do you like the changes?
Well, the NBA is much different from when I played. When I played, if you shot a jumper from the 15-foot range free throw line, they criticize you as a big fella. Now you have to be able to space the floor. If you were a big fella and led the break back then, they criticize you. Now you have a guy like Durant who is 6'11". So the game has changed from rules. It was so much more physical at the time. It was a slower pace. But, you know, that was then. I love the way that the game is now. I love that players have more freedom. I love that the pace is faster. You don't have to look back at your coach to have a play called every time. The trust is put in these players' skill sets. And so I love it, man. Anytime you can see Harden go to work, Durant go to work, Curry go to work, Westbrook go to work, LeBron go to work, Irving go to work, and just watch them play in an open offense, man, it's a lot of fun. So, yeah, I like the changes, and it was fun when I played as well.
DJ kicks to Valentine. The shot's good. Brown making the play. That's 7 points for Denzel Valentine.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And Lopez gets it to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Kilpatrick passes to Allen. Allen with another miss.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul.
And Markkanen is skilled at drawing fouls once he establishes position. Uses that height to get the defense to commit.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And we know this league is enjoying great success. The Players Union going into last season created a program, Chris, to fund health insurance for all retired players with 3 or more years of service.
Well, I'm proud of our Players Union. I hope that other sports take lead You know, you take care of those, they come before you. That's one thing in the NBA we always know and the players will always respect. That's why it was a unanimous vote by the Players Association. It definitely was a proud moment. I'm proud of my NBA brothers.
Timeout called the Nets.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Nets trail by 21. The pass to Kilpatrick. Back to Russell. They set the pick. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Russell's got 12 points here in the second half.
And something Russell did well in college, scoring off the pick and roll.
Count that bucket. And the Bulls lead by 21.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Well, if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
Here's Kilpatrick. Back to Russell. Booker with the screen for Russell. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Yeah, fearless move by Russell, just challenging the defense, going right to the heart.
Brown kicks to Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Brooklyn's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Pass to Kilpatrick. They set the pick. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Brown against Russell. The 3-ball. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bulls.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for DJ.
Their offense had a great flow to it because of how well he was moving the ball. His assists were way up there, and he kept everybody moving, working to get open.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation to Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Russell inside. He's covered by Brown. Russell dishes to Booker. Stolen by Markkanen. It's Brown with the drive. Yep, that one goes. And the Bulls lead by 21.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Wow, this is just a huge road win. These guys banded together. Just an awesome performance.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they control
and just completely the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Another win for you guys. How have you guys been able to play at this level and put all these wins together at this point of the season?
You know, a lot of it is focus. We know the season is long. There's going to be good stretches. There's going to be bad stretches. But, you know, we just try to get better every time we come out on the court. One more time.
Well, you are trending north right now. Congratulations. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Man, we gave that team a beat down. They'll never forget.
Bro, they going home crying.
That's how you supposed to do it.
Good game, folks. Hey, boy.
You did a good job tonight, bro.
Hey, to be honest with you, I do feel a little bad, though.
Oh, don't do that. Never show or feel any empathy for your opponent.
Man, how can you not feel some kind of way after what we just did to him? We destroyed him, bro.
Yeah,
we vaporized him. There's like ashes on the floor. I felt like I was watching a beatdown compilation video on YouTube, man.
Hey, great win tonight, guys. Look, I don't expect every shot to go in the same way every night, but if we play every game with that energy and we execute as a team, we can play anybody on any given day. Anybody, any team, I'm saying. Great win, guys. Great one.
Well, he said,
Thanks, Coach.
We beat that team down, baby.
Y'all could have did better.
All right, DJ, we're ready for you.
All right, man. How's life treating you, baby?
It's all good, man. How about you?
I'm living. Let's
Good.
get this, man.
You ready for this?
Yeah, man.
Let's do this.
All right.
Hey, everybody. Thanks very much for coming. Welcome. Just want to say I am thrilled and excited to introduce the newest Under Armour brand player, DJ.
Thank you. Let's see, who's ready?
What does hunt greatness mean?
My agent and I have this saying. You eat what you kill. And it basically means no one's going to help you to be great. You know, no one's going to feed you. If you want your own greatness, you got to go after it yourself.
So why Under Armour?
We're on the same mission. I mean, to create a legacy. And I really couldn't pass up an opportunity to go out there and do something on my own. That's how I've operated my whole career, and it's gotten me this far.
There aren't too many players in the league with their own shoe. Do you worry that people might say you got here too quick, that it's too much too soon?
The critics are going to do what they always do. All right? It's like that Jay-Z lyric, okay? I don't respond to negative energy. And if you didn't understand that lyric, you can Google it, all right? Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for coming. We really appreciate it.
Wait, what's your shoe called?
DJ1. You buy wherever fine shoes are sold. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. What's up?
DJ. What's up, man?
It's because you got the ice in your veins, you know what I'm saying? So you
God,
took all the
gotta
ice out.
You gotta stop
Come
with
on,
these
man.
nicknames, man.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask you something. I'm thinking about getting a dog, bro.
A dog?
Yeah, for
Word?
real.
Yeah.
For real. How you like Max and Molly?
Man, they're great. You know what
Yeah?
I'm saying? I got two Bernese Mountain dogs, you know what I'm saying? They don't really shed too much. It's perfect.
Okay, for sure. Because I don't want, a dog with a lot of hair, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, I'm trying to stay fresh for the ladies. I don't want it all over my clothes.
Man, you ain't got no swag. Look what you wore to this.
What you mean no swag?
We got a photo shoot and you wore
It's
that.
all good, man. I'm bumming it out. You got to play it
God,
cool,
man.
bro.
Man,
I can
it's
teach you
crazy,
some
guy.
things, man.
All right, we'll see, man. We'll
For
see.
real.
Me? Yeah. All right, bro. I'm going to see you, man.
man.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Chicago Bulls. And guys, for the Bulls, they know it's always tougher winning on the road, facing a solid team, but one with weaknesses. They'll look to take advantage and steal the win. We'll be seeing DJ tonight. He's become more and more popular, and you're starting to see his jersey everywhere. In fact, I saw Shaq, weren't you just wearing one of his jerseys the other day?
I was just wearing one of his jerseys because it just goes to show you that DJ won't just be a good player, but he's going to be the face of the league, Ernie.
It really shows when you made it. When you walk around the country, not just your town, not just your arena, and you see kids, adults, big, small, all sizes wearing DJ jerseys. Everywhere you go, that's when you know you made it.
Don't you think Shaq's a little old to be wearing a DJ jersey?
No, they say after 40.
He is after 40.
No, he isn't.
Thank you. I'm 37, Ernie.
Baloney.
Oh,
with,
you are. Wait,
with
let me Google
cheese.
it. You are over 40. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Take that jersey off.
Take that jersey off, man. You're too old to be wearing jerseys.
Snitches get stitches, fellas.
Both teams ready for the tip. Here's Kev.
Ooh.
If you're still looking for tickets to any upcoming Hornets games, visit the ticket booth on our website for availability.
Es mi última jugada.
And let's bring out your knees! At the power forward position, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 44, Nate Kaminsky! At the shooting guard position, standing 6'5", number 3, Jeremy Lamb. The other forward position, standing 6'8", number 5, Nicholas Batum. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
And for Chicago, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
It really has been amazing. Everyone just kept waiting for them to fade, and it never happened.
And in Chicago to start out, well, the nicks and dings are starting to add up for some of these teams as we have passed the All-Star break. Steve, just how important is that All-Star break for players to heal back up and get their bodies right?
You know, you want to be close to 100%. When you have those like little injuries, especially the twisted ankle that just will not strengthen, getting 4 or 5 days off, getting a chance to go somewhere, be in the sun, just get that body rejuvenated, this always helps. And you can see sometimes players come back after All-Star break, they go to another level.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. We've got Valentine. Portis is out there with Robin Lopez. And it's DJ, and it's Levine in at the 2 spot. Here's Lamb, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Pistons.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
They show real guts, nabbing that victory in overtime. No doubt they are a better team because of that one moving forward.
Lopez, no luck. Chicago on defense. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
It's one thing to play inspired defense in that situation, but to get in that kind of offensive rhythm away from home, phenomenal.
Now Brown, after Jeremy Lamb's three-pointer that didn't go. Clock at 4. Valentine kicks to Levine. Hits the three-point bomb. Levine's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Count it.
It's easy to tell that he is most comfortable pulling up from that area on the floor.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Brown against Walker. DJ kicks to Levine. Doesn't go that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
Hey, at times you have games like that, but it's all about taking those good things and doing them consistently for an entire game.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Brown against Walker. Brown the pass to Lopez. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That's on Dwight Howard.
And for a center, Robin Lopez is definitely one of the better free throw shooters in the league.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops.
Robin Lopez, a player who does more for a team than what shows up on the stat sheet. Very effective inside with his ability to contest and fight for rebounds. A tough defender that doesn't need many touches to play his role.
Now here's Batum. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. They get a hand on it. To the inside. Lopez with the steal. Brown kicks to Valentine. Brown against Walker. Here's Valentine. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Good eyes to find the open man. DJ out there passing with a purpose.
Hornets trail by 3. Walker dishes to Batum. Screen by Howard. Batum with the ball. Back to Walker. Hits it from three-point range. Walker's got 7 points.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Now here's Brown. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. There's the screen. 6 to shoot. Valentine shot good.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Here's Walker. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Detroit. And stolen by DJ.
And as competitive as guys are on the court.
Look at that jam!
Nice!
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree. The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well.
You heard a lot of legends saying Dwight Howard should dominate in the post. I think he still can on the defensive end, not so much on the offensive end.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
You know, Steve, even at his peak, Dwight Howard probably dominated more with force than with finesse, perhaps.
You're so correct. He dominated with defense, rebounding, and finishing with power. That was enough to make him a superstar. He's never been the most skilled offensively. He hasn't needed to be.
Here's DJ. Following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Walker against Brown. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And Walker gets it to go on the assist from Batum. 9 points for Kemba Walker.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Portis can't get it to go.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Lamb passes to Walker. Kaminsky sets the pick for Walker. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. Here's Howard. Another shot. Good D by Lopez. Chicago trailing here. In the corner, Valentine with it. Batum with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Portis. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Brown with it. He's picked up by Walker. The 17-footer. And that one is good from DJ. Brown's got his second basket of the game.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
Clock at 6. And Lamb kicks to Walker. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And Smitty, every NBA player who plays as long as you did has a moment where they realize Father Time has caught up with them. Was there a specific moment for you, for instance, when you realized that you had to retire or you were being asked to retire?
Hey, Kevin, great question. It happened all in one sequence.
Oh, really?
I was playing the power forward position. Imagine that. I started in this league as a point guard. I go to the power forward position. I step out to hedge on Jamal Crawford. He throws it through my leg and keeps it and lays it up. I look over at Bernie Bickerstaff, and he nodded and said, you know what, Smitty, it's time. I said, golly, coach, in the game, in the middle of the game. But that moment, I realized the game was passing me by with these young guys. And me and Jamal Crawford has talked about it. It was one of those moments when I didn't even react. I knew my reaction skills were gone.
That's an amazing story. Screen by Howard. Carter Williams against Brown. Carter Williams with the bucket. And now it's a three-point Hornets lead.
Now look, MCW is a tricky assignment. Manipulates his body on all these drives.
Mirotic, the shot's good. Brown making the play. DJ's got 3 assists in the game. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Carter Williams against Brown. Howard in the post, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And this is where Howard can be dominant. In close, his physical advantages then can take over.
DJ kicks to Mirotic. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. He should have a good one.
Carter Williams kicks to Monk. Pick by Zeller. It's stolen by Brown. And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. The dish now to Mirotic. This one for 3. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Feeds it to Wells. Here's DJ. Zeller grabs the board.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Monk's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Out to the right wing. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Charlotte. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Clifford. Dave, what do you have to say?
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Brown, following the basket by Malik Monk. Here's Carter Williams, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on DJ.
Aggressive move off the dribble. Michael Carter Williams rewarded with a trip to the line.
The Hornets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And former Rookie of the Year award winner Michael Carter Williams, their guard. Things have really been tough for him since winning that hardware as he has bounced from team to team. Steve trying to find a spot in the lineup.
Well, MCW, a large part of it, he just isn't a good shooter. He can use his size and his passing to create shots for others. Very good defensively. It ends up being a liability on the offensive end, and that's hurt him.
And here is Carter Williams after the 3-pointer from Shammy Wells. Pass to Carter Williams. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. He kicks to Howard. Passes it to Monk. The 3. Markkanen pulls it in. Brown wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And there you go. Terrific rhythm on that play. DJ catches the rock, and he was ready to fire.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Check it out.
A lot of buzz about this team's potential having a shot at the NBA Finals. Here's what DJ had to say.
I mean, it feels good. It feels like all of our hard work this season is paying off. I mean, there are tons of great teams in the league, and to just be amongst them at the top means that we're doing something right. But all of that goes away if we don't finish the job. So we're laser focused. We're on a mission right now to bring back the championship and the ring home to all of our fans.
DJ wants a chance to play for the title. What do you think the odds are that they get there?
I mean, right now, with the way they are playing, you have to think they'll at least get to the conference finals. From there, it just depends on how far DJ can take them.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
They also want to be unpredictable. Mix up the play calling. Keep the defense guessing.
MKG and Zeller at the forward duo. Monk is out there with Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Now Markkanen following the three-point attempt by Nikola Mirotic. Wells' shot is good.
And incredible shooting there from Wells. Definitely a threat to sink those perimeter shots.
Monk dishes to Zeller. Kicks it to Carter-Williams. Zeller, a screen on Brown. And the dunk by Zeller.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
Kid Gilchrist, and that one clearly a foul, gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And when you look at Kid Gilchrist, and he is certainly known for his ability to defend and attack the rim. He's a terrific athlete, and he uses that athleticism on both sides of the floor, and just the prototype when you look at that hybrid forward position.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Michael Kid Gilchrist. And you look at the size and game of Kid Gilchrist, he is the opposite of what most GMs look for in that 3 spot. But Greg, he makes it work.
Yeah, I mean, most teams want a tall 3 that can stretch the floor. Kid Gilchrist isn't that, but still gets playing time because he's effective when on the floor. If you play defense like he does, you're going to find a way to get on the floor.
Now the Bulls have had one of the largest. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Howard's checked in for Cody Zeller. Batum comes in for Michael Kid Gilchrist. Lammy's checked in for Monk. And it's Kemba Walker in for Michael Carter-Williams. Now here's Brown. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. DJ's got 9.
I mean, efficient offense. DJ gets the high percentage look, and that's usually going to result in 2.
Howard with this screen on Brown. Walker the pass to Howard. Kaminsky in the corner. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Batum. And he overshot that one, missing.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Walker against Brown. Now the pass to Lopez. In the corner, it's Levine. The shot's good. Brown making the play. DJ's got his 6th assist on the night.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
And Walker kicks to Howard. Dishes to Lamb. Here's Kaminsky. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Kaminsky's got 5 points in the quarter. Chicago leading by 10. DJ dishes to Lopez. For 3, Levine. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%.
An amazing performance he's putting on from 3-point range here in the second quarter.
Now here's Walker. He's got 17. Fades and shoots. Valentine grabs the board.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And it's DJ missing.
Rough start to this game. Hits 1 bucket in the first and nothing here in the second.
To the paint. Here's Howard. Moves back up. Lopez with the block. And he recovers it. There's a screen. Now here's Lamb. He's covered by Brown. And another shot. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Now a chance to check out which rookies are the best of the best. Still in February, so there is a lot of season left to go. But this group, folks, has separated themselves in the race for Rookie of the Year. You look at DJ all season long. He has proven again and again that he's the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
I will be surprised given how hard he's worked, how well he's produced. This is a guy you can build a team around.
Howard kicks to Kaminsky. On the wing, Lamb, guarded by Levine. Charlotte, no good that time either.
And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
Brown kicks to Levine. Brown against Walker. DJ passes to Portis. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Kaminsky.
Shooting one.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Hornets trail by 19. 43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And taken away by Brown. Here's Levine. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Levine's got 25 points.
That's something Zach works on to round out his game. Consistency from the mid-range.
Brown against Walker. Looking to end the drought. Chicago grabs the miss. Portis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Levine wide open. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 28 points for Zach LaVine.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
They set the pick, and Lamb kicks to Batum. Over Valentine. Batum, good. Batum's got his second basket of the night.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
And so it's Chicago, cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Fast start with this game. Are you happy with how you've moved the ball around and gotten it to your teammates?
Thanks, DA. Yeah, I'm really happy with how we're moving the ball and filling the lanes. And you know, right now we're on the same wavelength, and as soon as a chance to dive to the hoop opens up, we're going to find that cutter. Not only does it make for good basketball, but it also makes it fun.
Everybody wants to touch the ball. It's a truism at every level of basketball. Thanks. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Bulls 5 right now. Portis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Valentine. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Brown in at the 1. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Nets played superb basketball. He ended with 28 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. Another fantastic showing in what has been a great stretch of basketball for him. Kevin, we'll see if he can keep it going tonight.
Thanks, David, for another reminder of just what an unbelievable performance that was.
One that everyone's still talking about tonight. He dominated that game in just about every way possible.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us tonight. Maybe he tops himself again. I think he just might do it.
Here's Lopez. Following the basket by Dwight Howard. Got it. Nice one there from LaVine.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
You think back when Fred Hoiberg was a player in the NBA, great shooter who had a strong knowledge of the game. Not too surprised he ended up as a coach.
Good on the three-point shot.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
And the bucket counts. Three-point chance here. And Smitty, you and Hoiberg played against one another during your careers and even guarded each other, I think, from time to time. What was it like going up against a player like him?
You know, Kevin, he must have been real young because I'm so old. I don't even remember that. But I do know and remember Fred Hoiberg and watching him coach. He is a fast decision maker. Also would find space as a player. And you see some of his strengths as a player and how he designs his offense right now.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Some players will actually surprise you with their athleticism after they come into the league. They make that next step. Any guys, Smitty, that became more athletic once they arrived that you have seen in the league?
You know, that's interesting. Draymond Green has gotten more athletic. I think he's lost a lot of weight and put himself in a position to play a little bit more above the rim and with his quickness. That's the one guy that sticks out. I will say, a guy that I've been marveling about, Kevin, is Jabari Parker. After his injury, it seemed like his athleticism has gone to another level.
Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for the Bulls.
And a lot of shots from long distance. They're trying to stretch out the D and force them to cover out in space. And a lot of times that enables an offense to get some opportunities to attack in the paint.
Monk's checked in for Charlotte. Hornets trail by 21, so Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. Number one, the Bulls.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
Walker dishes to Monk. Inside. Walker in the corner. Pass to Monk. Shot clock at 5. Howard setting the pick for Monk. Top of the key. Another shot. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And that's just super strength there by Howard. So good at connecting on these shots despite the contact.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Kemba Walker. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Holiday's checked in.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw good, Howard.
You know, Dwight Howard wants an MVP caliber performer, but age and injuries now affecting him. Still a tremendous, I believe, at rebounding and defending the rim.
And again, no good by Chicago.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
The Bulls leading by 18. Here's Brown. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Off the dribble drive, one of the best ways in this league to get fouled. DJ taking advantage of it.
For Chicago, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. Free throw good, DJ. And Smitty, this year the NBA choosing to start the season a bit earlier to cut down on the back-to-back games during the year. Do you think the NBA should spread the schedule out even more? Or are you happy the way they have at least gone about this season?
I think the NBA, Adam Silver and those guys have done a fantastic job. I love how they give the guys basically a week after All-Star game. They're starting a little bit early to cut down the back-to-backs. Either way, if you can find ways to help the recovery time is great. But I think right now, the league and the games and the scheduling, they're in good hands right now.
Hornets trail by 20. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Back to Batum. Now Zeller. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And there's the feed to Carter-Williams. Picked by Zeller. Carter-Williams can't get it to go. The Bulls leading by 20. Brown the pass to Holiday. Brown against Carter-Williams. He hits Brown with the drive. Batum with the steal. Now here's Monk. 8 points for him. To the middle. 6 feet out. Tries again. Howard. That's tipped.
And how about marketing, using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Charlotte. And so it's Charlotte with it. And here is Carter-Williams. He's got 5. He feeds it to Monk. And again, the Hornets missing.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Holiday with the defensive effort.
Fantastic rim protection. That's not in his wheelhouse to overcome.
Brown against Carter-Williams. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Holiday's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the Hornets call time here. Smitty, we've seen our share of dominant teams in the past decade. The big 3 in Boston, Miami, of course, with LeBron, KD joining the Warriors. You played against a lot of incredible teams during your terrific career. Which team was the most intimidating?
Oh, did you see that? You like the extra pass. MCW using his height to see over the defense, and he finds the open man.
And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Carter-Williams against Brown. Back to Mirotic for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Howard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Carter-Williams kicks to Howard. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Here's Zeller. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Zeller's got 6 points.
That's one of his specialties, just squaring up
from medium range.
Yeah, he has the height to shoot over most any defender and the touch to make it with consistency.
Brown against Carter Williams. Goes up on the wing. Mirotic dishes to Brown. Shoots over Carter Williams and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Screen by Howard. Shot clock at 5. Monk with the ball. Now guarded by Wells. The shot by Monk is no good.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
To the paint. Here's Zeller. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Zeller's got 4 points in the quarter.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Here's Brown. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
Well, this is what happens when you're pushing the action. DJ draws the foul call.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Charlotte making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Felicio's checked in for Chicago. Now here's Zeller. Tight defense on him. Back to Walker. Lets it go with a 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
Brown against Walker. Up top, Brown. 13 points in the game. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Continuing from where he left off. First three-pointer of this half, 4th of the game.
Hornets trail by 19. Outside, Walker. Screen by Howard. Zeller, a screen on Brown. Here's the screen. Here's Walker. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Let's check out the NBA's best three-point threats. Number 1, Shammy Wells. Second, Nikola Mirotic.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for the Hornets. For 3, Levine. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The Bulls leading by 19 points. Levine can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The first one falls. Charlotte making a switch here. Kaminsky's checked in. Both good from the line that time. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Brown down low, working on Walker. And again, Chicago, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And Lamb kicks to Walker. Howard setting the pick for Walker. Over DJ. Walker's shot is off. And Chicago shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. And the shot goes in. And that's 15 points for DJ.
Cool and steady from mid-range. DJ looking comfortable working that in-between area.
Screen by Howard. And it's Walker penetrating. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's DJ. Pass to Felicio. Markkanen in the corner. On the wing, Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Walker. The second chance effort, and it's good on the layup.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
And he's not going to back off. Even with that big lead, he's going to get more motivated to keep stretching out their lead.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Screen by Howard. There's a good screen. Lamb passes to Walker. Here's Howard. And too long on the shot. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. We'll return shortly. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Chicago leading by 19 points. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Batum. And it's Kaminsky in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now here's Lamb, guarded by Levine. And he gets it to go.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
Count that one.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Charlotte shooting here about 46% for the game. Kaminsky sets the pick for Batum. Over in the corner, Lamb. Offline with his 3. The Bulls shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Brown, good. And the Bulls lead by 21.
I like to see that. Taking it up strong in traffic.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. The dish to Lamb. From beyond the arc. Not going to go that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Levine can't hit. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Lamb dishes to Walker. On the last half-decade or so, the NBA, Steve, has realized the true value of the corner 3, and now offenses all over the league are designed to take advantage of it. Part of that is because it's just closer to the rim than any other three-pointer.
Yeah, you're right, and you should. I mean, when you have a three-point arc, yes, the corner threes are going to be shorter, and it's harder from a guy to shoot it from straight on. But when you have a guy that can shoot it straight on, you can see the dynamics of a team defensively. It's hard to cover. But I don't think the NBA should widen the court because of the value of the corner 3. That's a part of the game.
Should the lane be widened? Should we talk about the court and making all the threes the same length? What about the lane?
Well, I think you can widen the lane if you change the defensive rules, because right now you're allowed to play zone. If you went back to man-to-man, yes, I think you should widen it. But when teams are allowed to play zone, I think the value of keeping it the same helps the defense a little bit more.
And the Hornets call time here. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
Both teams will make substitutions. Chicago with the ball. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. Right wing, back to Brown. Mirotic has a wide open look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 18 points for Nikola Mirotic. Charlotte's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Lamb. Zeller, a screen on Brown. Here's Lamb. Offensive rebound. Here's Zeller. And stolen by Mirotic. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. DJ with the ball. Off the left rim and out. Lopez. Nice hit again. It's rebounded by Kidd-Gilchrist. Kidd-Gilchrist has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Walker with it. He dishes it to Lamb. Drops in the tray.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Feeds it to Mirotic. Outside Holiday. Bulls moving the ball around. Now here's Brown. He's guarded closely. He gets it in there. Brown's got 15 points in just the second half.
Well, we know he's been confident with the shot. A big reason why they're ahead in this game.
To the inside. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Brown outside. Holiday sets the pick for Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Batum. And it's DJ missing. Charlotte's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Holiday with the block. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Now Mirotic outside Holiday. Out to the right wing. Lopez a screen. Brown. The Hornets pull it in.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Now here's Walker. Zeller, a screen on Grant. Passes to Lamb. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Lamb's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for DJ.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Can't hit from in close. Monk kicks to Kid Gilchrist. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
Left side, Brown. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
Puts up a 3. Again, Carter Williams missing. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking. Just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Fantastic game. Listen, Ernie and the guys want to talk to you at the studio.
Let's do it.
You know the drill.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special post-game guest joining us.
Hi, this is Kenny, man. It seemed like you played a part in every basket your team had out there tonight. Was that the plan, to run the offense through you?
I don't think that was a plan, Kenny. You know, it just happened to play out that way. But when I got the ball, I just tried to keep it moving, make a decisive move early on. And we have so many great players on this team that I feel like whenever I make a pass, there's a good chance that I'll end up with an assist.
Well, you draw so much attention. I think that it's important that you have the ball down the stretch.
Thank you.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaq, for Kenny, for Kevin Harlan, for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
TJ, man, listen. Great job the other day at the press conference. Yes. Really impressed. I mean, you handled yourself with real class and bravado. That is exactly what having a signature shoe is all about.
Thank you, man. I'm just, trying to keep up with the legends that came before me, representing the brand the right way.
Great. And I know everyone with the company absolutely loved what you had to say. In fact, we are already moving forward with the next steps.
Ooh, next steps, huh? Like what?
Well, right now we have a marketing team that's working on some billboard ideas, and we have our best copywriter setting some commercial ideas in place.
Get out.
Commercials, huh? Maybe I should get an acting class.
Yeah, I'll look into that.
To be or not to be.
Yeah, well, as long as you just be yourself, you're going to be great. That's all we need.
Yeah, of course, he could totally be himself. It was easy.
Nice. Lots going to happen real fast here, DJ. You got to be ready.
I'm ready.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the Dallas Mavericks. For Dallas, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. Well, we knew Harrison Barnes would see a boost in scoring.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
What's going on, fellas? Oh, what's good?
Hey,
Aaron?
DJ. I'm just doing some playoff projections. We are still tracking as favorites right now.
Still tracking as favorites for real?
For real.
Oh, Aaron, enough of this favorite stuff. All right, look, I'll give it to you. Numbers are great when it comes to percentages and what works. But W's don't come from numbers. We still need to perform. So let's just cut out all this chitter-chatter until we actually get it done on the court. You feeling me? Yeah, I think you felt that.
Did Coach just say schmavericks? It's not a word. Yeah, words are hard. Yeah, words are hard. Keep doing what you're doing, let's go.
What are these footprints? They don't look very human like. Now I wish that I could find my clothes, bed sheets and a morning.
Just as mighty folks to make certain to be here for our figurine giveaway. Favorite mascot, Benny the Bull.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Dallas Mavericks come in for this one. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Looking for a different outcome this time around, and with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge.
Well, guys,
you had to know with the way DJ has thrust himself into the spotlight after going undrafted, this would happen. He's just too good of a story to not be marketed.
Teams preparing here late in the season for the playoffs. Some teams want to rest their players, and Clark, some teams want to play their players. They are always battling the rest versus rust.
Yeah, and I think you tend to default to more rest versus the fear of rust. I think that's the best policy, but you have to balance it. But if you're going to tilt one way, I think rest, especially for your key players, because you know their minutes are going to increase during the crucible of the playoffs.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. On the wings, Curry and Barnes. Dirk is the 4, with Noel manning the middle, and it's Barea in at the 1. Nowitzki, the pass to Curry. Here's Noel. There's the triple. Second chance shot. And the basket by Curry.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Here's Brown. Mavericks with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them, because for long stretches they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
Mirotic has a wide open look.
Come on.
Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Nowitzki a screen. Here's Barnes. Barnes with another miss.
And sometimes, you know, you don't capitalize off a good shot or a good look. Still, you got to keep letting those good looks fly.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes, you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt. One of the things that every great player has to have is a tremendous work ethic, and Harrison Barnes has the reputation of being an outstanding worker. He wants to be special, and he's willing to put the time in to give it a chance to happen.
Barnes hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
DJ dishes to Mirotic. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Mirotic has got himself on the board with 3 there. And Clark, another thing with Barnes, he's very clear-sighted on the areas he needs to improve on.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I mean, at times he can be pretty hard on himself. That's part of how you get better. Irrational self-confidence, pretty common in this league. That's not HB, though. I mean, he's more cerebral, and his desire is what balances it all out for him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
They're cold so far, only 1 for 5 to begin this one.
Levine kicks to Mirotic. Left side, Brown. Another three for Chicago.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And, you know, Rick Carlisle was the 70th pick of the '84 draft by the Boston Celtics. And he's the head coach of the Mavericks now, but he also had a 5-year playing career.
Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Nowitzki.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
There's a screen by Noel. The three from Barnes. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barnes has got 5 now. And Carlisle winning a title with the Celtics in his second season.
One of just a dozen or so people, Kevin, to win a title, both as a player and as a coach. Of course, he guided the Mavs to that championship back in 2011.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Mavericks trail by 11. Curry kicks to Noel. Back to Curry. To the inside. And it's sent back by Lopez. And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Dallas the other way. Barea against Brown. Barea, the pass to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Barea. Noel, great positioning on the putback.
Boy, what persistence from Noel, a guy who does not quit on the glass. I mean, his tenacity is a huge reason as to why this team loves him.
Drills it from outside. He's got 9.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Barea. On the wing, Barnes. From outside, off the mark.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And that one is good from DJ.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Noel, a screen on Levine. Barea with a wide open look, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And, you know, Barea is a fairly consistent three-point threat. You can't sleep on him out there.
DJ dishes to Valentine. Barea against Brown. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
That one falls.
You know, he's always ready to shoot the basketball, Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, as soon as he catches the pass, he's locked and loaded and ready to go. Great confidence in his stroke.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
And the Mavericks call time here. Clark, when you look back at your terrific career, who is the one player that you considered your toughest opponent to go up against?
There were a couple of guys. Bernard King from the New York Knicks, because we saw them a handful of times a year, and he was just such a phenomenal scorer and a relentless worker offensively. He just never gave you a break. I didn't get to see the West Coast teams but twice a year. The Denver Nuggets in the early 80s had Kiki Vandeweghe, Alex English, and Dan Issel. And between those 3 guys, they were averaging about 80, 81 points a game. And I usually dealt with English or Vanderway, and those were long nights because those guys moved the ball, shot it from everywhere, and were excellent offensive players.
On defense, the Mavericks. A 12-point game. There's a good screen. DJ kicks to Wells. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brown.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
Smith against Brown. Chandler outside. Passes it to Barnes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Barnes has got 7.
And it's nice watching Barnes. I like seeing him convert through contact. That, to me, demonstrates how strong he is on these finishes.
Brown with it. Matthews covering. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you hear a lot of disparaging, hating remarks directed towards jump shooting teams, but the Mavericks make no apologies. I mean, that's their game offensively, and that's their story, and they're sticking to it.
And you look at the numbers, whether it's three-pointers or mid-range shots, spot up or pull-up, you name it. If it's a jumper, Dallas will live off it.
And you know what, Kevin? If the NBA game was played more like a game of horse, they would be a powerhouse. And, you know, with their defensive scheme clogging the paint, they dare opponents to get into a shoot it out with them because they feel like they win that game most times.
Barnes hits them both.
And Harrison Barnes, just a tremendous athlete at that small forward position. I think his strength enables him to guard up and hold his own against power forwards, and coaches love that versatility.
Shoots off the step back, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Mavericks trail by 9. Smith kicks to Matthews. Now the pass to Measury. There's the dish to Chandler. Outside Matthews. Barnes outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Barnes has got a couple of threes now in the first for Dallas. And Greg, you look at the versatility of Barnes. He can defend, I think, 3 positions.
And that's what the league is all about now. Switching on picks, much more popular, and with an all-around solid defender like Barnes, it doesn't uncover mismatches.
The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Brown, good.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
On the wing, Barnes. Over Holiday. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Smith. 14 points for Barnes.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
It's Brown with the drive. To the left wing. Pass to Portis. Outside Holiday. They get it again. And sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket. And he'll go to the line.
And, you know, so often the size of Markkanen overpowers the defense. Even when he gets hit, he still finishes over and through him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, Markkanen's skill set, hand in glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
Barnes outside. Screen by Smith. Here's Chandler. Off target at the rim.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's good, 2 points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
They set the pick. Chandler a screen. Nobody near Barnes. Off target from three-point range. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Bulls out front, up by 11. from the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
On the floor for Dallas, Smith Jr. runs the point with Matthews at his side. They're the backcourt. Harrison Barnes is out there with Chandler, and it's Mejri in at the 5. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Hornets was tremendous. He had 29 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively, they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
Chandler a screen. Barnes against Holiday. Kicks it to Chandler. Dallas moving the ball around. Smith outside. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. Chandler the pass to Smith. Back to Chandler. Smith outside. Pass to Barnes. Chandler with the screen on Holiday. Here's Barnes. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. Chandler's got his first points of the game.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
That free throw good from Brown. Mark, when you played, you had some great footwork in the paint. Which big men today impress you with their footwork in the paint, in the post?
Man, I tell you, one of the guys I've always loved watching do his thing inside is Zach Randolph. I tell you what, he grits and grinds as well as anybody, and his touch and footwork exquisite because he's not an overpowering or overwhelming athlete. Karl Anthony Towns much the same way. Fairly low to the ground in how they play, but extremely effective in being able to get the position and shot they want. And in his Cantor, a guy who's starting to impress with his footwork as well.
Now here's Barea. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Here's Curry. Nowitzki kicks to Barea. Here's the floater, and it's blocked by Brown.
And you love the hustle DJ brings on defense, using his solid leaping ability to block shots.
Mavericks trail by 10. Barea dishes to Nowitzki. Outside Matthews. And stolen by DJ. Outside Levine. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Barea against Brown. Second shot opportunity. He can't get that one to fall. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Rebound by the Bulls. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, Greg, and I think it complements the starters when you can have such firepower coming off the bench.
Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. Rejected by Nowitzki.
Love how Nowitzki uses his long arms there on defense. Solid at coming up with blocks.
A 3 from Matthews. Rebound collected by Levine. The Bulls leading by 10. There's the triple. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
All right, well, we talk about floor spacing, Kevin. You hear it all the time. This is what Levine gives you. Because of his range on the jump shot, you've got to honor him when he's on the floor.
Nowitzki kicks to Barea. There's a screen by Noel. Inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Valentine. Here's Levine. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, big guards with exceptional athleticism, you see why it's so in vogue, so much the in thing now. Levine thrives in the painted area.
Barea against Brown. Now here's Barea, guarded closely. Clock at 4. Looking to end the run. The shot will not fall, so the Bulls will take it the other way.
And, you know, he's yet to hit another 3 after nailing one in the first, but I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting.
Outside Matthews. Curry with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against Oklahoma City. Nowitzki sets a screen for Curry. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
And Nerlens Noel out of Kentucky, slender and mobile and long. And Greg, he can cover ground in a hurry.
Boy, and you can see it in his rate of steals to go along with the blocks. That quickness is a huge asset in today's game. It's all about versatility, both offensively and defensively.
That free throw missing.
Tell you what, it's really fun watching DJ continue to evolve. I mean, a terrific guy who looks very comfortable doing whatever's asked of him.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Chicago. Markkanen comes in for Valentine. And here's Barea. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. They set the screen. Noel passes to Matthews. Launches it. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Levine inside the three-point line. The shot's good. Brown making the play. DJ's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Barea dishes to Nowitzki, and he makes good on the layup.
And Nowitzki is an accomplished scorer inside, uses his height extremely well. You can't allow him to get that kind of position.
And Markkanen throws it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself, couldn't control himself there.
Nowitzki a screen. Barea, no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Levine, good.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Mavericks trailed by 18. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rick Carlisle is one of the most respected head coaches in the league, especially for his X's and O's. But Bucks coach Jason Kidd, who played for Carlisle, praised his disposition. He's never up and never down, Kidd said. There's no panic in it. He gives you that sense of security to go out there and make a play. Kevin?
Gotta love Coach Carlisle, D.A. An even-keel guy who places a lot of trust in his players. Count the basket.
Man, it's nice to see Matthews get involved inside, showing a nice touch around the basket.
Brown. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Well, Greg, it was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Chicago leading by 15. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And DJ has the ultimate respect of the defense when he's on the drive. I mean, when he attacks like this, he forces them to foul him.
Wells, he's checked in for Chicago. Grant comes in for Levine, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Measury, he's checked in for Noel. Chandler comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Smith subbed in for J.J. Barea. Curry kicks to Smith, shoots over Grant, and it's Smith that time on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. They set the pick. Grant the pass to Brown. From downtown, Measury with the rebound. Measury's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Aggressiveness is fine, but you can't be this over-aggressive. I think he's got to dial it back some.
And that concludes the first half. Bulls lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Fast start. Already have a double-double in the first half. So do you think the defense is going to start to focus on you more in the second?
You know, if they do, then I'll just make sure to keep the ball hopping around. I mean, we have so many great players on this team that if you give one of us too much attention, the other 4 will just eat you alive. And, you know, if they want to focus on me the rest of the way, then by all means, you know, I'll invite it. But, you know, I know my teammates have my back.
You got it going. Maybe your teammates can pick you up in the second. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
And you know what, Greg? He's showing no signs of slowing down now. This game has been all him, and he's been a force.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Bulls 5 right now. Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. EJ out there with Levine, and it's Valentine in at the 3 slot. Curry with it. Now defended by Levine. Here's Noel. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Noel's got the first points of the second half here for Dallas. It's Brown with the drive. Nice D from Nowitzki.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Barea against Brown. Barea dishes to Noel. Back to Barea. And Noel kicks to Barea. It's Nowitzki, top of the key. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got 4 assists now tonight.
And, you know, Barea is a capable floor general. Very good at setting the table for his teammates.
It's up a 3. Mirotic gets the bucket. Mirotic has got 18 points in the game.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And I tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
Here's Curry, and Mirotic sends it back.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Levine against Curry. Nowitzki sets a screen for Curry. And Barea has it in the corner. Another miss by Barea. The Bulls leading by 12. And J.J. Barea grew up a big fan of Allen Iverson. He's not the answer, Clark, but Barea certainly in that mold as a player 6 feet and under with a quickness who can break down the defense.
And he plays with an aggressiveness and an edge that's similar to what Iverson brought. Iverson was the #1 overall pick. Barea, Kevin, undrafted. Certainly he's exceeded expectations. He's got a great change of pace in his play, and he was really instrumental in Dallas's 2011 title run.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And it's blocked by Brown. Levine inside the three-point line. And the Bulls with another miss.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Barnes kicks to Barea. Nowitzki with the screen on Brown. The 3 from Barnes. Good as Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got assist number 5 here tonight. Brown the pass to Levine. Here's Lopez and the rejection by Noel.
And the shot blocking skills of Noel are a staple of his game. Really one of the foundational pieces. He really takes a lot of pride in what he does on defense.
Barea kicks to Noel. Back to Barea. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. No one near him. Good on the shot. Nowitzki's got it back down to single digits for the Mavs.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Brown dishes to Lopez. Back to Brown. It's stolen by Barea. And here we go. Fast break. Barea's got it. Here's Nowitzki. Again, the Mavericks score.
You know, Nowitzki, dangerous from mid-range. I mean, with his size, quick trigger release, high release point, I mean, he's almost impossible to guard.
Kick out to Levine. And nothing is falling for him right now. Mavericks trail by 7. Barea with it. Now guarded by DJ. Outside Curry. Barea sets his screen for Curry. Right wing. Nowitzki kicks to Barea. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by DJ. For 3, Levine drops in the tray. Levine's got 5 points now in the quarter. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
So for the Bulls, Felicio comes in for Robin Lopez. And Bobby Portis subbed in for Mirotic. And Dallas also making a switch. Matthews, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Barea against Brown. Noel, a screen on Brown. Shot clock at 6. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Barea.
You know, Barea is extremely fast. Explodes to the basket whenever he sees a lane available.
Brown against Barea. The 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Noel's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Barea, the pass to Barnes. Nowitzki a screen. Back to Barea. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And that one's good, Barnes.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
And Clark, when you think back to your career, what do you miss the most about playing in the National Basketball Association?
Well, you know, for me, Kevin, because my career was cut short due to injury, I missed the opportunity to see how good I could have been on a winning team, on a playoff team. Back in the early 80s, the Pacers were building towards that, and I never got a chance to be part of a playoff team. And the camaraderie you establish in going through the shared misery and joy of competing is something that's special and unique to sports, and you really don't find it in any other venue.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Justin Holiday comes in for Valentine, and Wells is subbed in for Zach LaVine. Chandler kicks to Barnes. Over Holiday. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Barnes. Chicago has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Brown. And again, no good by Chicago.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Just a touch. I mean, it seems like he's forcing shots a little bit to me, Greg. Not playing his game right now, and with every miss, the pressure intensifies.
Here's Barnes. Chicago grabs the miss. Portis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Now here's Wells. He's covered by Matthews. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And even when you get a hand up, Wells still drains it. I mean, excellent concentration. He's not a guy you can easily shake.
They set the pick. Chandler a screen. Smith with it. Picked up by Brown. Holiday against Barnes. Over Holiday. Barnes with another miss. The Bulls leading by 8. And a wide open look for DJ. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And it's now 23 points for DJ. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now Smith. He has 7. And here's Barnes for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Barnes has got 11 in the second half.
Decision-making of Barnes is really solid. Knows he has the green light to fire as soon as he catches the pass, and that's what he does.
Outside Holiday. There's Brown with the 3. Chandler with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 7. From deep. Not going to go that time. Chicago's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Felicio kicks to DJ. They set the screen. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. DJ's got 6 in the quarter.
And, you know, DJ's interior game is very impressive. Big thing for him is that excellent body control. When he takes his time, he's really dangerous in the post.
Outside Matthews. Off the screen. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Matthews has got his second basket.
Yeah, you got to be aware of that quick trigger finger of Wesley Matthews now. When he gets a good pick, he's letting it fly.
It's Brown with the drive. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between three-point shots and two-point shots for Chicago.
And the 3 ball has been in the game plan, and it's been working for him. Having that distance shot in the arsenal, very effective way to spread out the defense.
That free throw good from Brown.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Markkanen, he's checked in for Felicio. And it's Jaren Grant in for Justin Holiday. Here's Smith. 7 points in the game. Outside Matthews. Screen by Smith. Lock at 6. Matthews against Brown. Dallas with a fresh shot clock.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
You're exactly right, Greg. That's certainly in his range. Forget about the miss and get ready for the next one.
Wells wide open. It's good from long range. Wells has got 6 here in this quarter.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
Matthews dishes to Barnes. Shoots over Wells. And that's not going to go. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bulls out front. They lead by 12. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Keep playing. Take turnovers out of the game, all right? Defense, 1, 2, 3, defense.
Reaching efficiency. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Robin Lopez is checked in for Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Bobby Portis. Zach LaVine's checked in for Wells. And DJ subbed in for Grant. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Nerlens Noel checks in for Mejri. Nowitzki comes in for Chandler. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Smith. On the court for the Mavericks. Barnes at the 3 with Dirk at the 4. Seth Curry is out there with J.J. Barea. And it's Noel in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Brown the pass to Levine. Lopez kicks to Valentine. And here's Brown outside. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Up again. It's good on the putback. And it's 6 points for Nerlens Noel.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
The 10-footer. Barnes can't get it to go. The Bulls leading by 17. And Mirotic has it in the corner. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Mirotic has got 21.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Brown inside, guarded by Barea. He had a nice open look right there. Mirotic has got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Bulls. Mavericks trailed by 21. Now here's Barea. There's a good screen. Nowitzki a screen. Shoots off the screen. Offensive rebound. Back to Barea. Noel up top. Back to Barea. There's a screen by Noel. And it's J.J. Barea with the 3. Barea's got 5 points now in the quarter. Brown with it. The 11-footer on the wing, Brown. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Barea against Brown. It's stolen by Barea. And here we go. Fast break. Barea's got it. That one goes. Count it. Barea's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets, quite honestly. Riding solo and coasting all the way to the rack. No simpler than that.
Mavericks trail by 16. Curry on the wing. Back to Barea. Dallas moving the ball around. Noel dishes to Barnes. Shoots from 12. Here's Nowitzki. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
I'll tell you what,
age ain't nothing but a number when you talk about the impact of Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, with his size and shooting touch, he creates so many openings for himself and his teammates offensively.
Dallas making a switch here. Matthews is checked in. And so he hits both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Brown with it. Guarded now by Barnes. DJ kicks to Levine. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Outside, Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Brown outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Brown's got 30. And Nowitzki's turnaround, an unblockable shot when he's hitting. Greg, he's unguardable.
And even though he's lost a little lift in the legs, he's worked hard to kind of quicken his release. And just another tweak for a guy who's made a career of adding layers to his Hall of Fame game. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Chicago.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game of push, their win total now up to 53.
And playing this team only twice on the year, yet you have to feel good about their strategy and execution. Tonight they complete the season series sweep against the Mavericks.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for DJ.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Barea against Brown. Nowitzki a screen. Barea kicks to Barnes. From 12 feet out. That one misses. And the Bulls going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And again it will fall. That's the good there from DJ. DJ's got 34 points.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
Plays it up off the glass.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved it.
This game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Great game, DJ.
Thanks.
Listen, the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
Okay. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Right this way.
Hey, what's up? It's the Jet. You were dropping dimes left and right out there. Now, how were you able to rack up so many assists against their defense?
You know, Kenny, it had a lot more to do with my teammates being locked in than my ability to create. They were coming off the screens and getting separation, and all I had to do was get them the ball. You know, Coach's offense has so many options, it just makes finding an open man really easy.
I see. Everyone was open tonight. Good job of finding them.
Appreciate you.
What's up, Brian? Said you have something for me?
I do indeed. Here you go.
Nice, man.
Let's see. Hashtag cats. Hashtag hilarious. Hashtag why do they hate cucumbers?